Voltron Legendary Defender Season 6. So finally, Season 6 is out. And first of all, let me just say, spoilers for the last seasons if you haven't seen them, just to let you know off the bat. If you haven't seen those seasons, go watch them. This is an amazing show. It's amazing. Go watch those seasons and then watch this one and then watch my review. So anyway, last time, or before, Zarkon died. Lotor killed Zarkon and he joined the Paladins and he essentially took over most of the Gara Empire. So this is where we find ourselves now. They're trying to unite the remaining factions of the Gara because after Zarkon died, they split up into several little factions. So now Lotor and Allura are trying to gather them so they can join their coalition, while other factions are going around fighting. So while they're also doing that, they're also trying to find an infinite form of quintessences so they can power all their, technology and stuff, which is causing the war. It's one of the reasons why the Gara are out there conquering worlds, even though they're super advanced. They probably don't need the freaking unlimited quintessences. Anyway, so that's pretty much what the season is about, more or less. And they're pretty much at the end. Like I said, they're right there in victory. The Gara, Zarkon is dead. Most of the Gara are allied with them now. They've freed hundreds of planets by this point, and they're just trying to get this quintessence and finish off the last remaining rogue factions of the Gara. So they're right there at the end, but of course things don't always go well. If they did, the show would have already been over and this would have been the final season, but it's not. So this season is fantastic. I have to say it's probably my favorite season. No, it is my favorite season because the final 4 episodes in this season are intense. Like, I swear I lost my mind almost in every episode because something new happened, something crazy happened, new revelations. I was like, what the? I was just losing my mind, just mind blown. I'm like, no. So yeah, it's a fantastic season. The show has been great overall, and this season is, the same. It's funny, has great action, the animation is beautiful, great character moments, good character development. It's just overall fantastic. There's not much more you can say about this show at this point, just that it's amazing and that you need to go watch it. I give this season a 9 out of 10. I'm so close to giving it a 10, but a 9 out of 10 because it's, like I say, I love it. It's fantastic. It's definitely my favorite season. It's so many cool and crazy things happen that I want to talk about and probably will. But yeah, 9 out of 10. The last 4 episodes are amazing. The first 2 are good. They're good standard episodes. And the third I really enjoyed. I loved. It's kind of like a calm episode, purely comedy to kind of wind you down. And I was just like, oh, that was good. And you kind of need it for the last 4 episodes. So that was amazing. But like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. The show is just fantastic like it always is. Go check out this season. If you haven't watched the show, go check out the rest of the seasons and catch up because you're missing out. This show is just fantastic. So I want to talk spoilers because, oh man, you have to talk spoilers. There's so much I want to talk about that happened in this season. So spoilers, spoiler warnings. I'm gonna count to 3. Get out of here if you don't want, you want to hear spoilers. Like I said, it's a 9 out of 10. Great season. Go watch it, but I gotta talk spoilers. I just gotta. So 1, 2, 3, spoilers. You have been warned. Get out of here. So, oh my god. So many crazy things happen. At first, it was little things. I like the second episode with Keith and his mom where they go to that planet and they get flashbacks of. We learn a lot about Keith in the season, by the way. The flashbacks of Keith's mom and how she got to Earth and how she hooked up with Keith's dad and everything, which is really good. Great emotional stuff. They got stuck on this alien for like 2 years and Keith grew older because it's been 2 years. And he got like this cool teleporting wolf thing, which I just love. I don't know if they gave it a name or not. I think they did. I don't remember. That was just a great episode. But that episode ends with this big revelation. They end up on like this little planet and they're like going through this forest and they see this river and there's some lady in the river and when she looks up, she's an Altean. We thought all the freaking Alteans were dead at this point, but nah, we were wrong. They were saving that secret for us and here we are. So that episode ends and we go to the third episode which, like I said, it's a comedic episode. It's like a Dungeons and Dragon type episode, like purely comedic. They make up their characters and they go on this little quest to stop this evil guy who turned Hunks, or I forget his character's name in the in their little journey. He turned his town got turned to stone, so they're in this journey to unturn him to stone. It's really fun. It's laughable. It's great comedy. The show has had great comedy throughout, and they've had plenty of comedic standalone episodes, and this is one of the best ones, I think. I absolutely loved it. I love the running joke of Shiro that he's a paladin. They're like, you're already a paladin in real life. Why don't you try something different? He's like, nah, I'll be a paladin. And he dies like twice in their little game. And every time he's just like, oh, I'll just be a paladin. Like, really, Shiro? I just love that running joke. But great episode. But then, like I said, the next 4 are just intense. Oh, I love those episodes. I love this season. It was crazy. So, like I said, they find out there's a little planet of Alteans there. So, Zarkon and Allura go into the Quintessus realm, whatever it's called. And while they're there, Keith and his mom make it back to the White Castle, the Castle of Lions. And they pretty much tell him, hey, do not trust Zarkon. He has been lying to us this entire time. So they bring the Altean from that planet, and she pretty much tells them a story. She says Lotor saved all the Alteans, or the ones after their planet was destroyed. There was plenty of them out there, like on missions and stuff, or just out around the world. So they went into hiding, but Lotor found them, and he found this secret spot to hide them. So they've been there for generations, so there's thousands and thousands of them. But Lotor came back one time, and because they pretty much started worshiping him as a savior because he saved all their lives. So they trusted him absolutely. So he went there and he was like, look, I'm going to start this new colony. You know, I'm going to take some special people. I'm going to scan them to make sure they'll survive the journey. So he started taking people, and this girl, she's like, oh, they took my dad and my mom and several of my friends or whatever, and we haven't heard from them and we haven't seen them. She's like, she was doubtful. She's like, everyone else trusted Lotor because he saved our people, but she's like, I'm not me, because there has to be a way to communicate with these people. There's no way we just have no communication whatsoever. So eventually they take her little brother, who creates this communicator. He's like, oh, we'll be able to talk on the different colonies, but he never communicates to her. And eventually he does. He calls her. He's just like, hey, we were wrong. It's like, I crash landed in the forest, come find me. So she finds him, and he's like all skinny and everything, like he's been experimented on. And he pretty much tells her, Lotor is lying. There is no other colony. He's doing stuff to all our people. And, you know, so Keith, that's where her story ends. And then Keith and them, they go to this little moon next to their planet, and they find out what Lotor is doing. So he's been taking Alteans and draining them of their quintessence and killing them. So they pretty much tell everyone that story, and they turn on Lotor. They're like, you're a fucking liar, man. You've been killing all these Alteans. You've been here telling us that you're on our side and everything. You tricked us. What is your problem? So Allura turns on him. They pretty much beat him up, and you know, they capture him. They're like, we're not going to trust you. You've been doing this all this time. You never told us there was more Alteans. You never told us that you were murdering them, you know, hundreds of them. And he's just like, oh, well, it was for the good of the world, you know, blah, 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 blah. Crazy stuff. Which is crazy, because I kind of believed Lotor was good at this point. Like, there was still a little bit of me that was just like, he could be evil, but he's more or less proven himself. Like, he's done so much good throughout this stuff. He killed his dad. He, you know, all this amazing stuff. So I was kind of hoping he was good, but guess not. He's just evil. Evil like his dad, apparently. So anyway, when they beat Lotor up, the spaceship is attacked, and then Shiro turns on them, which is something they've been foreshadowing for a while. Like, Hagar has put a spell on him or something like that, and we weren't really sure, but she uses the protocol, whatever, takes over Shiro. He takes Lotor, and he takes off, and Keith chases after him. So we end up finding out that Shiro, that isn't Shiro. Shiro died when he fought Zarkon way back in like the 4th or 3rd season. I don't even remember. He died. So his body was destroyed and his spirit got trapped within the Black Line. The Shiro who's been with them for this the last 2-3 seasons, he's a clone. Because Keith and Shiro, or the Shiro clone, end up in this facility, and there's just like a bunch of Shiro clones, and Keith's just like, what the hell is going on here? And they have like this epic emotional battle where Keith's just like, you're my brother, man, I don't want to fight you, come back, free yourself. But it just ends up being that he's actually a clone, the real Shiro has been dead this entire time, which is crazy. My mind, like I said, just blown. I was like, what the hell? You gotta be kidding me. So that was amazing. I love that revelation, because it wasn't just a cop-out that, oh, he was brainwashed or something. It's like, no, he died, and they cloned him. And this guy's just been there the entire time, spying on you guys. He's similar to your Shiro, but he ain't your Shiro. Your Shiro's dead. So I thought that was crazy. That was intense. Like I said, another mind-blowing moment. So the next 2 episodes, Zarkon goes back to the White Castle, the Castle of Lions, and he pretty much is just like, look, I know you guys thought it was bad, but give me a chance. I want to do good things. I'm not as bad, I really do want to make the universe a better place, like I said I wanted to do. But Allura and them, they can't trust him anymore. They're like, nah, get that shit out of here, man. I'm gonna trust you. So, oh man, this is the moment I've been waiting for a while. So Zarkon, or Lotor, has been creating these ships throughout the last few seasons, and I swore I said it before. I'm like, they combine and they turn into a robot, and I was right. So he gets these 3 ships and they combine and they become this big giant robot like Voltron, and then Voltron and Lotor start fighting, and it's this crazy awesome fight. 2 giant robots. Oh, I love giant robots, by the way. And they just go at it towards the end of that episode. It's a lot of fun. It's so cool. Then we get to the final episode. Keith finally shows up. They form Voltron, and like I said, they go at it. They're fighting. They go into the Quintessence realm, and they start fighting there. And they're able to defeat Zarkon, which the final episode, like half of it is just this intense, amazing battle. Oh my god, amazing battle. Like, great action. This is one of the best action shows, or animated action shows out there, if not the best one, I swear it. So they're just fighting through there. They eventually defeat Zarkon, and he ends up in the Quintessence universe. They're not able to grab the robot or destroy him or anything, so he just kind of ends up there, so we'll probably see him again. He's probably going to come out crazier and eviler than ever. But when they were fighting, Zarkon started teleporting in and out of that universe, and he created all these little holes, and they were growing, and they were going to destroy the universe. So they had to sacrifice the Castle of Lions in order to destroy these wormholes, or to close them. So the show ends, or just about ends. Their castle is destroyed, their spaceship, their home that's been there for a long time. It's kind of this emotional moment, kind of sucked. It was like, man, it's like that's where they've been. That ship has been on a journey since the beginning, so it's crazy. But the show really ends with Shiro pretty much explaining to them, or not Shiro, Keith pretty much explains to them what happened to Shiro, about the clone and everything like that, and his soul being trapped in the Black Lion because his body was destroyed. So Allura is able to take his soul or his spirit out of the Black Lion and put it into the Shiro clone. So it kind of ends like in a decent, somewhat happy ending where Shiro is back finally, the real Shiro, and his hair turns all white or gray, which is crazy, and I think it's funny. But yeah, this is where the episode ends, and they're just like, how are we going to build a new White Lion or new castle or whatever? And Pidge is like, well, I gave the construction plans to my dad, who's on Earth, and they're like, I guess we're finally going home. And I swear I lost my mind because I've been waiting for them to go back to Earth since the first season. And I was like, yes! And I hope they go there and there's like the other vehicle Voltron from the second Voltron series back in the day. That would be amazing. Excuse me. So yeah, man, that was the season. It was crazy. It was amazing. I loved it. So a lot of new stuff happening. I can't wait until the next season. I can't wait to see them go to Earth. And I want to know, I guess, Hagar and Lotor, the final enemies. So we probably have like 2 more seasons until the end, because we're gearing up towards that end. We just gotta be, because Zarkon's dead. Lotor is evil. Hagar is she's there. She got her Altean form back, which is interesting. So overall, I love this season. It was great. Like I said, 9 out of 10. Oh, I should just give it that 10. Damn it. 9 out of 10. I gotta stick with my freaking initial thoughts. I'm not gonna change my mind. Loser. Anyway, 9 out of 10. The season was amazing. If you watched it, what did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you hated it, don't talk to me. No, just kidding. If you hated it, let me know why you hated it, and we can talk about it. Try to change your mind. Not really, but I'll explain why I liked it, even though I already did. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen? As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.